He's in a bad way. It's no good talking to him. He hasn't spoken since he came in here.
Have you seen him yet?
Except for the odd remark.
I want to stand outside this door and don't let anyone in or out, you understand?
Right.
Good man.
You've got to help me, Roy.
Have I?
Well, don't look like that. He's threatened to cut my liver out. What shall I do?
Tell him you're having it done on the national level.
Please say you forgive me or I'll kill myself. Do you forgive your Anna?
Yeah. If there's going to be any violence...
There won't be any violence. He's looking for somebody swathed in bandages. But when he finds out that it's you and not me, he'll be satisfied.
But when I take them off, he's going to expect some horrible, ghastly sight.
What makes you think he's going to be disappointed?
What are you going to do?
Never mind, just leave it to me.
I thought I was safe in hospital.
In this place, you must be joking. I don't want to worry you, but people have been known to die in here.
What's the sagapo mean?
It's Greek. It means I love you and you can wipe that smile off your face.
How do you know I'm smiling?
After that, anybody'd be smiling.
Look, I hope you won't judge me too harshly, but it's the old story, I'm afraid, of two people who thought they were in love.
Strike me, I wouldn't have thought he was your type. She is a magnificent woman. Dark-eyed, fiery, Latin good looks. But just remember, they go to seed very early. She'll be fat before she's 40.
I wasn't going to be that long, just a few minutes.
Hello there everybody and welcome to the video. My name's Serenity Soul on the Axe and here we are with Only When I Laugh Series 1 Episode 4. Well, I am really enjoying this show. I hope Richard Wilson gets more laughs as it goes along, but it is more to do with the patients than it is to do with the doctors. We've got surgical spirit for that, I suppose. I did do my research on Gupta, as I told you in the last episode, so everything's going okay with that. I'm just hoping they don't go too far down the you-know-what route with him. It was the 80s, political correctness wasn't the same as it is today. We weren't as bubble wrapped. If you've already subscribed to my channel, I thank you ever so much. If you followed as well, I thank you for that. It's really helping me out. Not only just the channel itself, but my mental health. It really helps that out, honestly it does. I do have issues, it does temporarily relieve them, but you are helping, honestly you are. So to my Patreon members, it is you that is bringing the content to me to allow me to bring the content straight back to you. Thank you all ever so much, I love you lots no matter what tier you are. There's 7 episodes in this season, so this marks the halfway point. Let's get on with it. One, two, three, click. 1, 2, 3, click. 1, 2, 3, click. So still no subtitles, I'm afraid. I don't think they're going to come on at all. I think it says at the back of the case none. But if you want to caption them, please feel free. Whether in English or your own native language.
I know I am, I'm sure I am. M-H-A-P-P-Y.
I know I am, I'm sure I am.
See, I know this was before Surgical Spirit, but they could have incorporated one of the patients as a crossover.
I've got your book, Archie. Oh, thank you, Norman. Just plump my pillows, will you?
Excuse me, he's not a nurse.
Let me tuck you in. You've made it all roly-poly.
Careful.
Hello, what's this? It looks like blood.
What? Oh, my God, I've hemorrhaged. Get me the nurse, quick.
No, it's all right. It's tomato sauce.
I wish you wouldn't frighten me like that. I've got enough to worry about.
Thought you were getting
How's
discharged.
the pain, Archie?
Don't talk to me about pain, Norman. I know all about pain. I've been there. I lived with it. Just don't ask me to talk about it.
Oh, my God.
Sorry, Archie.
I don't think I can stand much more than this. Who do you think you are, Florence Bleeding Nightingale?
What What do you mean?
You know what I mean. I've been watching you. You've been cutting up his meat, peeling his grapes, moistening his lips with a damp flannel.
I bet he loves
you
that.
think no one had ever had an operation before.
Please, Figgis, not now. I haven't got the strength
Another one?
to argue.
Well, what's the matter with you all of a sudden?
I've got post-operative depression. I don't know what came over
That
me.
thing?
I suddenly thought of Mother, and...
Oh, God.
Never mind, Archie. You read your book.
What is it, the ABC of hypochondria?
No, British birds.
Oh, you're feeling better then.
Real birds. Oh,
If it's just had an operation,
just
though,
look at that plumage.
can't be
No,
hypochondria.
we go around with our eyes shut. We ought to live every day as though it were our last.
Yes, and one day we'll be right.
I used to be like that, you know, proud, unruffled. Just look at me now. I was like these birds, thought I'd live forever. Do you know that man is the only animal who knows he's going to die?
That's very interesting.
No, it isn't. How does he know? Has he ever talked to a ruddy rabbit? Do me a favour.
Ignore him, Archie.
Look, he's had a simple operation. I don't know what all the fuss is
So
about.
animals must know.
No one peeled grapes for me. Is that a kestrel?
Please don't read over my shoulder, Figgis.
Is there anything
Norman
else I can
is.
do to help?
Well, yes, there is something. Would you look out of the window? Is there a man outside, swarthy, dark moustache, light suit?
No, that's the third time you've asked me that, Archie.
Who is it? The mafia?
No, it's just some strange fancy. I keep thinking there's this man outside. It must be
Yeah?
my mind playing tricks.
He's rambling.
Oh, dear.
What's the matter now?
I want to tinkle.
Oh, not again.
I'll fetch a bottle.
Look, do we have to have all this? It's a perfectly good place down the corridor.
Listen, Figgis, there's nothing I'd like more than to point Percy at the porcelain again. I'm supposed to be having a complete rest.
Well, you're certainly getting that.
Yeah, I'm going to say, don't watch.
This is going to be difficult.
I don't believe it.
Would you like me to whistle for you, Archie?
Oh, yes, thank you, Norman.
What's the whistling? Look-a-bye, baby.
I can't stand it. I'd rather watch Open University than this.
What's the matter?
What's the matter? 30 years of the National Health Service, the proudest jewel in Labour's crown, and I've got to watch you waiting hand and foot on this Tory twallop? Now you're even whistling for him. Some people will always be serfs at heart.
Some people will
Just a
watch.
minute, Archie. I'm going to have a word with him.
No, Norman, wait.
Have you just moved the bottle?
You could try being a bit more sympathetic, Fig.
Why? You've got enough sympathy with both of us.
Well, I feel sorry for him.
It's no good feeling sorry. Look where that's got you. Keeper of Glover's bedpan. You want to remember the working class struggle, mate. Remember what he is.
Oh, does it matter? Anyway, now they've taken our clothes, who knows what we are? The past's behind us.
His isn't. It's catching up with him. That's why he wanted the bed by the window. All that rubbish about wanting to see the daffodils tossing their heads in sprightly dance. He wanted to keep a lookout for this swarthy fella in the light suit.
Don't you know?
So I like it carries on.
That's a symbol of death.
Do me a favour, that's not your symbol of death.
You don't understand. We all have our own personal image, and that's Archie's.
Listen, if Glover had a personal image, it wouldn't be like that. It'd be wearing cavalry twills and hacking jacket. His idea of heaven is where you all drink gin and tonic and God struts around with a shooting stick.
I don't know about that, but what I'm saying is it's all in his mind.
Oh, yes? Well, if it's all in his mind, who's that out there? Swarthy, dark moustache, light suit.
Coincidence?
Mikey!
Oh, you can see him as well, can you? I'll say one thing for Archie, he's got a powerful imagination.
Well, who do you think he is?
I don't know. But judging by the way he's pruning his nails with that knife, I don't think he's the visiting chiropodist.
Do you think we ought to tell him?
Of course we ought to tell him. I wouldn't miss this for worlds. How are you feeling, Archie?
Oh, much better now. Thank you, Roy.
Good, because you've got a visitor, swarthy, dark moustache, light suit, out there.
What?
I think he's come to make you an offer you can't refuse.
You've got to help me, Roy.
Have I?
Well, don't look like that. He's threatened to cut my liver out. What shall I do?
Tell him you're having it done on the National Health.
Look, I wouldn't ask, but I'm a sick man. I need help. You wouldn't pass by on the other side, would you?
Yes?
No, you wouldn't. You know what they say about you round here? If you're in trouble, go to Figgies.
Do that?
Do they?
Yes. And you know why? Because they trust your Fig.
He's manipulating your Fig.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
It's true. Everyone knows under that rough exterior you're all heart.
Oh, I don't know. What do you mean? What bleeding rough exterior?
He just means that you're the salt of the earth, Fig, always ready to defend the weak against the strong. Everybody knows that. I'm not just saying that.
I know you're not.
You would never ignore a cry for help.
That's true.
Good, I knew I could depend on you.
What?
Hey, he's coming in.
Well, tell him I'm not here.
We can't do that. Look, what's all this about, anyway?
Well, look, I hope you won't judge me too harshly, but it's the old story, I'm afraid, of two people who thought they were in love.
Strike me. I wouldn't have thought he was your type.
I'm not talking about him, it's this girl, Anna. We had this stormy relationship.
Oh, yes. What do you mean, stormy relationship?
Well, you know how it is, Figgies.
Oh, yes, I know how it is, all right.
A full moon, intoxicating perfume, eyes of fire, skin, the texture of silk.
Oh, yes. What was she like?
Wonderful, wild, passionate. The pictures fell from the wall that night, Fig.
What do you mean the pictures fell from the wall?
Anyway, Nikos found out about it. He's a fiancé and he's sworn revenge. He's Greek and they take this sort of thing very seriously. They say he's very handy with a knife.
Now, what do you mean the pictures fell from the wall?
Well, if
He's not gonna let it
think
drop,
I'm
is he?
confronting an enraged Greek with a knife in his hand, you're very much mistaken.
What do you mean the pictures fell from the wall?
Will you shut up?
How does he know I'm here?
Well, maybe he thinks you've had an accident. Either that or he's going to arrange one.
Look, all you've got to do is hide me.
And what do you expect me to do? Drop you down the laundry chute?
Please, Fig.
Oh, all right. Norman, go and keep an eye out for him.
What are you going to do?
Don't mind, just leave it to me.
I thought I was safe in hospital.
In this place, you must be joking. I don't want to worry you, but people have been known to die in here.
What are you doing?
Just shut up and give me an hand. Oh, hello. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a man.
Oh, you've come to the wrong place, mate. We've all had surgery.
Who is the one behind the curtain?
Shh, keep your voice down. He's in a bad way. It's no good talking to him. He hasn't spoken since he came in here.
Have you seen him yet?
Except for the odd remark.
Seen who? Who does he mean?
Oh, he's rambling. He's referring to D-E-A-T-H.
Death?
Shh. It's a word we don't use round here. It's an image that haunts us day and night.
I think I take a look behind the
No, you mustn't. Oh, no.
Sorry, I didn't realize what happened to him.
A hotel fire. His plane crashed an hotel. He was lucky to get out alive. They had to cut him out of the wreckage. Left quite a bit behind.
Must have been terrible.
Oh, yes, it was. Yes, it was terrible. Mind you, it did have its bright side. Do you know when they got him out of there, his watch was still keeping perfect time? He'd have been all right if he hadn't gone back for the others. Just an heroic fool, that's all.
Yeah. Well, it seems I've made a mistake. The man I'm looking for is a cowardly snake.
Oh, perhaps I've seen him. What's he look like?
Oh, he thinks he's so handsome, you know? Always he's looking in front of the mirror. Always with the comb. Always the handkerchief from out of his sleeve, you know?
He sounds nauseating.
He wronged my woman.
That swine.
Then he abandoned her.
So it isn't.
You know what you've got there, mate, don't you?
Yeah, is
You've
it?
got your vile seducer there.
Yeah.
Doesn't love anybody but himself. Thinks he's God's gift to women. Yes, I know someone just like that. If he was chocolate, he'd eat himself. My advice is forget him.
I cannot forget him. It's an insult which can only be wiped out in blood.
Shh, that's another word we don't use round here. Now you've upset him again. We were hoping to take the bandages off this morning. Once we'd covered up the mirrors.
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'll go now. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Nikos.
How did you know my name?
Didn't you say?
No, I don't think so. I smell snakes. I think I'll have a look behind his back.
No, I think that...
I come back later. You've been lying to me?
Willow. And when I said to him, Dicky Bird, why do you sit? See, willow, tit, willow, tit, willow. Very good, Figures. What's the matter with Glover?
He's like the Dicky Bird. He's feeling a bit willow-tit-willow this morning.
Come on now, Glover. No need to hide. I want to have a good look at you.
I don't think he can face it today, Doctor.
Nonsense. It's only your appendix. No harm done.
Again?
Go off without it. Come on, old son. Give me a big smile. God, what happened? Stop!
Well, this one's in order, I checked. So, his appendix? All done 3 episodes ago.
I know I am, I'm sure I
Well, maybe this is the same day or the day after.
I know what I'm talking about, Gupta. I said bandages, and I mean bandages.
They're gone.
Why is Glover wearing bandages all round his head? Come on now, Glover. Show him your bandages.
What bandages?
The bandages you were wearing, where are they? If this is your idea of a joke, Glover, it's not very funny.
It certainly isn't. Mr. Thorpe's got to operate this afternoon. Look at them hands. He couldn't cut his dinner with them. Not on.
Thank you, Figures.
It's all right.
At least someone here is taking this seriously. Perhaps you can explain. Why is he wearing those bandages?
What bandages?
Don't you start, Figures. Gupta, I want a word with you.
Poor Gupta. He's not done a bloody thing.
Ah, what do you think about that, Gupta?
Yes.
Yes, what are they up to? Figures was definitely covering for him. Mind you, it is possible that Glover is suffering a personality disorder brought on by surgery, which causes him to regress into himself and lose his identity.
To his appendix.
Hence the desire to be faceless, which manifests itself in this schizophrenic behavior with the bandages.
You mean to say he's gone bananas?
You could put it like that.
He looks sane enough to me.
But how do you explain the bandages?
What bandages?
Don't you start.
All I know is I have not seen any bandages, and that muscle in your face is twitching again.
What? Now, wait a minute, Gupta. I'm not the one who's going bananas. Oh, no. You don't see me standing around talking to myself. No, not going next Thorpe. I'm a clear, rational mind. I'm not given to fancies. I don't see things that aren't there.
He's still there.
What's he doing?
Throwing his knife
Still,
into a tree.
still seeing more
I
of
think maybe
the
he's waiting
straight
till it
man.
gets dark.
I don't think this is a good idea.
Of course it's a good idea. Come on, let's have a look at you. My God, the return of the invisible man. Come on, get in the Glover's bed.
I don't want to.
Come on.
He's been eating biscuits again.
That's
Well,
the
it was
least
your
of
bed
worries.
to begin
What
with.
do you mean? If there's going to be any violence...
There won't be any violence. He's looking for somebody swathed in bandages. But when he finds out that it's you and not me, he'll be satisfied.
But when I take them off, he's going to expect some horrible, ghastly sight.
What makes you think he's going to be disappointed?
I'm not a horrible, ghastly sight.
You will be if you don't get into this bed.
Look, am I asking too much, Norman? After all, I had your operation.
Yes, but you had an anesthetic.
Look, do you know what I would say if I were in your position? It's a far, far better thing that I do now than I've ever done.
It's a far, far better thing. Who said that?
Sidney Carton.
That's wonderful. Did he say anything else?
Not a lot. It was just before they cut his head off.
What?
He's gone. He must be somewhere in the building.
Right, quick.
Oh, dear.
What's the matter?
I'm getting my prickly heat again.
Oh.
Oh, my poor darling, I didn't know. I thought you tired of me. I didn't know you'd had an accident. Oh, I said such terrible things about you. Please say you forgive me or I'll kill myself. Do you forgive your Anna?
Yeah.
Well, why didn't you send me a message? If I hadn't followed Nikos, I knew he'd found you. All day he sharpens the knife. Why didn't you tell me you were here? I know. You wanted to face this alone. Oh, you're so brave.
Oh.
You're so noble.
Oh.
Am I hurting you?
No.
They don't regret it now.
How can I make you understand? Nothing matters except I love you. Feel my heart. Feel how she beats. like a bird struggling to be free.
That's not your
Can you
heart.
feel it?
Yeah.
And I can feel yours. See, I cover it with kisses.
Careful.
Darling, are you strong enough for visitors?
Yes, yes.
But you must want to rest. I'll leave you. I'll wait down the corridor. If you need me, you send for me and I'll come.
Don't go.
No, you must be tired. Sagapo, my darling.
Sagapo. What does Sagapo mean?
It's Greek. It means I love you and you can wipe that smile off your face.
How do you know I'm smiling?
After that, anybody would be smiling.
She said she loved me.
No, she didn't. She said she loved me.
She was speaking to me.
She was speaking to a crepe bandage. There could have been a sweet pudding under there for all she knew.
Could you turn on the hair
There's a
colour?
strong resemblance.
Now you've upset him.
Do you think he's jealous?
Of course he's jealous.
I think I'll go down there and tell her not to wait.
Oh, no, you won't. You'll stay here. Wait for Nikos.
I'll only be a few minutes.
Oh, yes. Look, I know how you must feel. Being cooped up in here. You're bound to get them sooner or later.
Get what?
Impure thoughts.
I'm not getting impure thoughts. I've always had them.
I understand how you feel, Norman. After all, she is a magnificent woman. Dark-eyed, fiery, Latin good looks. But just remember, they go to seed very early. She'll be fat before she's 40.
I wasn't going to be that long, just a few minutes.
Where's it going to lead? There's no future in it. You can't go through life wearing a crepe bandage.
Well, perhaps she'll like me for myself.
She might, but I wouldn't depend on it. And don't forget, you've got your body cells to consider. You think you've got prickly heat. You don't know what prickly heat is. Your circuitry's going mad. Hormones leaping about all over the place. Adrenaline's flowing. Is your mouth dry?
Yes.
There you are. You see, you're dehydrating. This won't do you any good at all, Norman. You've just had an operation. How are your white cells going to feel? How are your coagulants going to feel? I'll tell you, mate, they'll be knackered.
He's been there too long.
I suppose you're right.
Of course I'm right.
Hey, where are you going?
Never mind where I'm going. You just wait for Nikos.
Look out, body cells.
And we're all going for that.
Morning.
Oh, my darling, you shouldn't have come.
I had to.
No, but you shouldn't be on your feet.
I hope I won't be for long.
Oh,
Anna, if you find I've changed, you won't mind, will you?
Oh, no. I know you've changed. Even your voice is different. But I don't care.
And I don't care if you go to seed.
What?
Do you know something? It's a far, far better thing I do now than I've ever done.
Someone's coming.
Quick, hide. I'm seeing things again. Take a hold of yourself, Gordon. It's all in the mind. Nothing to fear but fear itself. Just overworking, that's all. It's just pure mental exhaustion. Of course there's nothing here.
you should have put that between the handle.
Come here. I want to stand outside this door and don't let anyone in or out, you understand? Right. Good man.
How did you get there?
I'd go through fire and flood for you. Oh, you've no idea what it's like being stuck in here. It's very frustrating. You get to thinking about skin the texture of silk, eyes like fire, intoxicating perfume. You can go bonkers.
But I don't-
Have a go, you little raver.
Someone's coming. Quick, hide.
Anna,
Nikos,
where is he?
what do you want?
I want your lover.
Huh, can't you get one of your own?
Oh. Don't sneer at me, Anna. I've come for revenge. Where is he?
He's not here.
I don't believe you.
Well, why, perhaps you'd like to search the room. Why don't you have a look in the cupboard?
I will.
Oh,
Now what have you to say, huh? Deny he's your lover.
Well, if he's my lover, who is behind the curtains?
What? My God! You're a you no shame?
Oh, there was only one to start with.
My God, don't tell me they're multiplying. Haven't you had enough? Which one of you is Archie Glover? Is it you? Is it you?
I just forgot to admit it.
Hello! Oh, my darling! Oh, my God!
There you are. Cowering in the background. You coward. You're a big, multicolored coward.
Oh.
Yeah, he's not even worth my anger. You take him.
No, I don't want him. He's trying to make a fool of me.
No, you obviously prefer him to me. You have him.
No, I never want to see him again. Take me home, Nicholas.
Very well.
Well, that worked out well for him.
Here, before I change my mind. You. You are a very lucky man.
Lucky? I'm in surgery.
You could have been in intensive care.
Yeah, I got a piece of it till the mind's gone. A once brilliant intellect destroyed by overwork. The old marbles are completely dislodged now. I'm seeing them everywhere. Take one of these tablets. They'll make you feel a little better.
What are they?
Are they safe? Oh, yes. I take them all the time. They make you a little salad, that is all. None that'll do any good. No, it's the end of a brilliant career. Who's going to trust me with a scalpel after this? I could go gaga at any moment.
They could have finished that on a much bigger punchline, like him just throwing the paper in the air and running out screaming. But yes, I enjoyed it. It was a bit slow to begin with. I thought it was going to be one of those episodes that didn't raise a laugh. It moved up in gear. I'm glad it did. Funny. No hilarious moments like the second episode. Love that in the bus stop. But yes, still enjoyed it. Still want to keep it coming. This marks the halfway point of the shows. Sign out. By the way, when I say the halfway point of the shows, I do not mean the entire run. I mean of this season. We've still got 3 more to go. I don't know if one of them's a Christmas special or anything. I don't think it is. I know there is one later down the line. But I will keep these ones coming until the end of the first series. And then it'll take a break. If you want it back sooner, let me know, because it can be off up to maybe 4 shows. So let me know if you want it back sooner and I shall do it. But I am loving it. It's hilarious. And I think it complements Surgical Spirit very well. So hopefully you're enjoying it too, because I thoroughly am. I'm thinking it's fantastic. Great comedy. It is one of those that, well, I was only a child when this came out. But it is one that I would have liked to have watched on repeat at some point. But I'm glad I didn't, because I'm watching it with you, my lovely people. So, if you enjoyed that or enjoy any of my videos, could I please ask for a like, comment and subscribe? I would really appreciate it. Also, a follow on Daily Motion, I'd appreciate that too. It will really help the channel out, and it helps me out mental health wise as well. It honestly does. And if you have already subscribed or followed, thank you ever so much. I love you so much for doing so. Thank you. And to my Patreon members, it is you that is bringing the content to me to allow me to bring the content straight back to you. Thank you all ever so much. I love you lots no matter what tier you are. Thank you so much for your support. If I ever meet monetization and I can get channel memberships, I'll have to prove it's not just reused content that I add to it, but hopefully I can. The copyrights also may also stop it from getting monetized, but if I do, all YouTube members will have access to the exclusive shows, and I'll put on another day or 2, depending on how many I've got. I start out with a day, and I will react to shows that you suggest, and you'll get them time limited exclusive. Up until maybe the end of the first series or second series, something like that. So the more you request a show, the more it'll come back to YouTube. But what will happen is when you request a show, it'll work exactly like YouTube. It'll start out with Series 1, Episode 1. So with that, I shall sign out now and go on to the next one and hope to see you there. Goodbye.